Yo, see if I'm getting any audio right now. I don't know. There we are. We're getting it now. All right. See if it's coming through. All right, that's better. All right. Ain't no place like low place. Sorry about that. Had a little slight mishap with my audio, but we're here now. Let's talk about this fight. And I watched it since last night. Then went and watch highlights again. You know what I mean? And shocking revelation. Amir Khan didn't quit because of one low blow. It wasn't one low blow that did it. Like Crawford targeted the body multiple times and he went low multiple times. I think he landed 3 or 4 low blows. Um, ESPN pointed it out to their credit. They weren't being biased. They didn't care though. I think his name Joe Tessitore that called the fight. Joe Tessitore is like, Khan's complaining about a low blow. The referee don't care. Like he was excited that the referee wasn't giving Khan a break on a combination low blow. I think Crawford threw a left hand to like the belt line, and then a right hook followed low, and Khan had to wobble away, complaining about the shot. So I'm asking the question, did he cheat him? Because he had a much tougher fight than he thought he was gonna have. You see Khan go down, and at this age, after so many knockouts from Khan, you know what I'm saying? You see him go down, you thinking to myself, all right, yeah, he went down against Vargas. Vargas let him off the hook. I'm Terence Crawford. He ain't getting off the hook. But then Khan gets off the hook, and not only that, Khan wins the second round. He likely wins the fifth round. He's competitive in the third and the fourth. If you are putting it on him, he's like, okay, I'm weathering that storm. One thing about Khan in this fight, he started taking the shot better. He just did, and he started being able to give his back. I don't know what it was. He just started taking Terence Crawford's shot better. He started catching Terence Crawford with his chin up in the air, like I always talk about. Tim Bradley is the guy that put Terence Crawford on. He is the guy that introduced Terence Crawford to top-ranked Bob Arum. He put him on. And he's literally sitting there saying, Khan catching him because Crawford got a bad habit of going back with his damn head up. And Khan was able to run right hands. He was able to run left hooks. He hurt Terence Crawford to the body once, and Terence Crawford squatted in the ring and stuck his tongue out. I was like, nah, Khan should have been a little more confident when he got it. I promised you, Terence wouldn't have threw a punch at him. It's all a facade, but that works. That works with guys like Khan who have no confidence. Khan is just hoping that he puts on a show before he goes. And maybe he's hoping for more than that, but he's like, I can live with that. That's been my career. I'm just trying to get that one where it doesn't happen. So Khan's not going to see things like that, like an undefeated top fighter who's hungry, who knows, I beat this guy, knock him off, I'm getting more wins. You know what I mean? Khan thinks maybe if I win this fight, I'm still going to get knocked out in the next one. That's what I do. I just don't like this showing for Top Rank for their pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? The best part of your pay-per-view is talking shit about Al Heyman, who can make way better fights than you all can. You know what I mean? And on the flip side, they got 3 light heavyweight champions, but Vosdik just fought Umdumdu. Kovalev's fighting Yard. And there's no talk of Beterbiev versus Vosdik for a unification. So fuck off with that, Top Rank. Fuck off with that. You know what I mean? Like, let's just be real about it. Top Rank got every light heavyweight champion except for one. And they're not even in talks about making unifications. They're not speaking nothing to the public about these unifications. Meanwhile, they're telling us to boycott Spence versus Porter in the summer before we can see the great Terence Crawford need nut shots versus Amir Khan. Hit the thumbs up when you come into the building. Let's talk about this fight. You know what I mean? Back and forth action. You know what I mean? Slow paced, but Khan's legs was giving Crawford issues, even though they're not where they need to be or at the best. Khan still has a lot of useless movement. He's capable of doing it for 12 rounds. He's not the fastest person in the world, no longer. You know what I mean? Hand speed is drooping, foot speed is drooping, but he's still using it to his advantage for what he does have. He was able to set up shots on Bud. He was able to lead the pocket, walk Bud right into the pocket, hit Khan with it. He said, Khan quit, bro. Shaking my head, no respect. I mean, I don't know his pain threshold. I don't know what he was feeling. You know, I don't know. But you know, if he's saying 5 minutes wasn't gonna cut it, what's the point of him going out there standing there 5 minutes and let Crawford well away? Crawford got what he wanted. He went low multiple times. Like I said, this wasn't, to me, it maybe wasn't an accident. If I can point out, I have images that I don't want to put in this video for copyright reasons, but I put in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get my channel monetized. But there are images of low punches from Bud Crawford, about 3 to 4 of them. And that's without counting the final shot. So, you know, and there's complaints. There's video evidence of Khan complaining to the referee as he move around the ring. Yo, tell him keep the punches up. Crawford made an effort to go to the body, but what I think about Crawford, and maybe I need to watch again, but maybe I kind of feel comfortable saying this. Crawford is a I'm feeling myself body puncher. When Crawford is feeling himself, combination body punches, but what Khan did was he got away from the body punches. He ran Crawford into a jab. He got away from the body punches. He ran Crawford into a left hook on the ropes. And that kind of made Crawford come out. I believe it was the 5th round, and some of the body punching evaporated. And he had to make an effort. You know, he got to see it being successful repeatedly. Ha ha ha, chop it down. Ha ha ha, ha ha ha. To me, it wasn't an effort to say, oh, it's there. Ha, took it. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to focus myself to go to the body. I just do this naturally. Not because it's gonna have success 10 times in a row, but you gave it to me in an opening, and I'm taking it. Not, you know what I mean? That's what kind of body puncher that Crawford is. It's better than Triple G, in my opinion. It's more because Triple G can be having success to it and go away from it. But Crawford is like a swag body puncher. You know what I'm saying? It's working for me now. It's working for me now. But in the minute that you get countered upstairs, he may tell himself, well, I leave myself open. I'm not going back to the body. That's what I was seeing. But some of the body punches he did land, they did land hard, but a few of them did straight low. I think 3 to 4 low blows landed in this fight. And the final one, of course, Amir Khan just like, nah, I'm not going through that shit no more. I'm not going through it. Amir Khan may be thinking you trying to take my legs from me, and I need them because I'm running you in the shots. You're not fighting that well on the front foot. Matter of fact, you come on the front foot, and all I got to do is feint, jump in, and you'll give everything up and go back with your chin up in the air. And he's landing shots. It was a tough fight to score. You know, they both pretty fast fighters, and Amir Khan is pretty sloppy with his, and Terence Crawford is as well. So it was hard to see everything that was landing very good. And I even see guys who making recaps about the fight, and they putting in fast clips of punches not landing while they're talking about punches that landed. You know what I mean? I'm like, shit, these guys were fast enough to make you wonder what the hell was going on. And you know, it is what it is. Happen like that sometimes. Manny Pacquiao be the same way. But I wasn't impressed that Crawford couldn't finish Khan in the first round. He was getting outboxed in the first round. Crawford, that is. Khan was able to get shots off on him, right hand to the body, jab, you know, pushing back with a jab, little flicky shit. Nothing's probably hurting. Crawford just getting a look. Khan does ultimate mistake, sticks his jab out there, keeps it out there when the slip has happened. What Khan's problem is when his punch doesn't hit anything, he don't got nothing to control with. All right, he's not like if his jab hits you and he feels a counter, his jab is out there. He won't turn into a double jab. He'll hit you with it. He'll put something on your chest, your face, wherever, and mug you off to control you and your counter. Okay, but where Khan goes wrong, and he's not the only person in boxing. This is any guy that really doesn't pull his punches back. You know what I'm saying? If those shots don't land on something and stop themselves, the guys are just hung out there to dry. And that's an issue with Amir Khan. And Crawford came over the top with the right hand. He dropped him. Amir Khan got up, able to survive the round. You know what I'm saying? Crawford tried to finish him off. Crawford stumbles over his feet at the end of the round. Crawford also, you know, he was coming to him on the ropes. He threw a straight right hand, and then he bumbled over his feet again. I was just like, yeah, that's not what kind of fighter he's is. For everything that the flag Lomachenko gets about being aggressive and being an artist on the front foot. It's showing y'all it's not easy to beat. It's really not easy. Some guys don't have that tactic in their game. They're not that good at that shit. Um, what's the kid? What's his name? Tiafimo. So it's coming along the front foot last night. He showed you he was a little flat footed. He had a little Danny Garcia in his game, walking around there with that back foot just flat on the canvas, trying to explode in the punches without cutting the dip. Nah, Lomachenko's showing y'all it's something to what he's doing. Not all men can incorporate this shit, and not even at the levels of where they're fighting. Not the best in the world, whatever. Um, I'll probably go back and watch it. 6 round fight. If I can get a better HD copy, go back and watch a little bit more. But I mean, what I do have, it is telling that there are low blows. There is Khan complaining about it. There is good commentary. There is, just good enough evidence to see a good fight was going down. I was kind of intrigued by the fight. I wanted to see what Amir Khan could do, how far it could go. Lackluster ending, anticlimactic. That'd be a good word for it. That's definitely what it was. I believe Khan when he says, I've been knocked out. I'd rather go out on my back than to be out that way, but it is what it is. I couldn't finish. It was pointless. I'm hurt. He said, I still feel the shot at the press conference 30 minutes later. He comes to the press conference late. They had to tell Tiafimo, okay, Tiafimo, get up. Khan's coming. You need to go. You know what I'm saying? Khan sits down and he's still talking about, I still feel the shot. He said, I ain't seen the footage, but I got hit in my balls. Crawford's like, man, stop lying. You got hit in the leg. Be real. Kind of like, nah, I got hit in the balls. I ain't seen the footage, but pretty much I felt it. You know what I'm saying? I was over there feeling this. Y'all know how it go. Like, it don't have to be no nut sack shot to feel it in your balls. You hit one of them cords. Hit one of them cords connected to that ball or whatever that cord is running up into. Just hit that area and you might feel like a nut is going up into your six pack. And that's probably what he was feeling. Virgil Hunter, always quick on the towel, always quick to protect the fighter. To be honest, I don't think I'd miss boxing if I didn't see Virgil Hunter in another corner, just to be honest with you. There's sometimes where it really deserves it and Virgil's just in the right, you know what I'm saying? But this one is like, okay, let him take the 5. But Khan told him as well, like, even if there's no point taking the 5. There's no point taking the 5. I'm hurt. I'm feeling my leg. I'm whatever. We all know that experience. If you've never been hitting your balls and you a man, you a lucky son bitch. And I pray those days keep going for you. You go ahead. You have it up. I done had a chick ride me before and it hit the wrong spot. And I'm like, shit. You know what I mean? It instantly went from, oh, I'm enjoying this to damn. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like a hurt. I can't explain it. That gap between your leg and the ball sack, it like hurts right up on top of that. This shit was, I can agree with Khan, pretty painful. Cousin Skeeter said, this is a joke. Wow, this is a joke. What's a joke? What's a joke? Khan nuts on his thigh. Once again, like I said, you're not going to have to hit. These are impactful punches, bro. They don't, you know what I mean? A piece of that glove, that just a piece of that pinky part of the glove, the part that's protecting the pinky. If it just get a piece of that nut, it's gonna hurt, man. It's gonna hurt. It's going to hurt. I could take something as small as a gum wrapper, but if that shit got some mass to it, and you hit somebody on just one of his balls or the corner of his sack, it's gonna fucking hurt. It don't matter if it's the testicle right together. It does not matter. This shit's gonna hurt. And I mean, I'm not mad at Khan. It is what it is. He wasn't supposed to be in the fight, but he showed himself well. He said, you got to be a Spence fanboy. Ain't nothing about Spence really got to be said here. Terence Crawford can't compete with Errol Spence more than likely. He just can't. Like you're seeing B-level guys, B-plus level guys punching him in his face. And yeah, so he said, you cry when Spence hit Ocampo in the nuts. I went on to the next fight. He didn't make an effort to continue hitting him. Like Crawford landed about 3 or 4 low blows. That's what we seen. That's what we seen. But anyways, I mean, people don't get it. Spence got a Brook win that's a quality win, and I don't really have to question much. I can go back to that and say, I could always say, well, if Spence lost this, he gonna lose. But if he still has this and he's making more from this, then he's gonna be in any fight at welterweight. I don't have that with Terence Crawford. I got a bunch of quantity, and even with a bunch of quantity, he feels the right to be able to end fights like this and still calling himself pound for pound. No, I'm sorry, you're not. You're not. Lomachenko was much more dominant versus same level opponent. He's continued to do it. You know, he's not a guy that's constantly losing rounds to people. To me, like, nah, that's Crawford. Crawford loses rounds to everyone. Benavidez, Jeff Horn, like this guy finds a way to give up rounds. Khan said all he did was answer Virgil's question. Um, I like I said, Virgil's quick with it, bro. Virgil's quick with it. He'll pull a fight. He'll pull a fight quicker than a bad VADA test, damn it. He'll pull it quicker than a VADA test. I ain't bullshitting. He'll get you up out of there. When's Loma ever gotten sloppy? But I mean, Bud was on the canvas trying to finish Khan, throwing ridiculously crazy shots. He pulled the Shakur Stevenson at the street fight where Shakur is throwing the punches and hitting the ground and shit. Bud did that shit. He did that twice in the first round where he tried to chase Khan to the ropes with the right hand. He led with the right hand. He was, he stumbled his feet, kind of fell over himself. Khan was able to just fall into a tie-up. Next thing you know is the bell is coming to an end. Bud is on the damn ground like he got hit with a counter. I'm like, bro, this dude is sloppy. And people do not realize I'm looking past what you want to hear. I'm looking past what they tell me to say. I'm talking about what's going down in the ring. I have so many faults on Bud Crawford. You know, body punch. Like I said, he's a swag body puncher. If I can land 4 in a row, that's what I want to do. You know what I mean? But at the moment you counter that, you're gonna make me think about something else. If you take the swag out of that, he don't want it. All right. The head up in the air. Tim Bradley said it best. You know what I'm saying? Pug got a bad habit, keeping his neck up, his head up, and doing this Klitschko-like defense with his arms out. Like, you can't reach me. You can't. And people are constantly reaching him. If the power on these shots were harder, if Amir Khan had more power, if Amir Khan was an absolute better fighter, Bud Crawford would hit the deck because he's off balance. It's not easy for a guy to stop the attack unless the guy stops. Like Amir Khan lands 1, 2, 3, and he can't keep his head floating and flying and coming with his feet. He can't do that after the 3. But Bud has to recoup from these 3. And a lot of times, even though Khan isn't this he isn't this pressure fighter that can, he can leap in with 1, 2, 3, get his hands up, parry whatever coming, or push you out of the clinch that you tried to cause and go to the body. You will see Bud have to cause a clinch to stop this shit. Like, yo, I don't know what's coming from this anymore. Loma got sloppy versus Mariaga. Let me kill Mariaga, man. You tripping, bro. Playing with that dude. Playing with him. I'm ready to see more from Bud. I don't know where he goes from here. Maybe they make an Amir Khan rematch. That was definitely not a knockout. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what the rules say. That ain't a damn. I know what a knockout looked like as a boxing fan. If he's going to keep the punches up, I guess I'm for it. I mean, Khan he probably ain't going to have anything better. I think it needs to be regular ESPN this time, though. They don't need to try the pay-per-view route unless they get good numbers. They get some good numbers some way, somehow, and they can fool fans to get them those numbers again after that horrible ending. Best of the best. I fucks with top ranking ESPN. Bud and Loma, both of them are pound for pound for me. Nah. I don't know if I fuck with them. I appreciate what Loma can do in the ring. I don't fuck with the way that Loma is political outside of the ring, and Bob Ram kind of protects him and puts the white cloud over him. But Bud Crawford, I really don't fuck with what he does in the ring. Like, I'm not impressed. He said, "Not going to lie, you sound like a pure hater and a crackhead." Okay, now you called me a crackhead, so that's what really hate is. I'm talking boxing. I never went about saying that Bud Crawford's wife is ghetto, his mother's ghetto. I never went across saying no shit like that. I'm talking about what we see in the ring. So I mean, it's kind of funny for a hater to call somebody a hater. You literally just called me a crackhead. You don't even know if I know what crack look like. You can go ahead and judge fights on how their face looks. Okay. He said, explain Loma face. Loma's gonna have that. It keeps the gloves hot. You know what I'm saying? His gloves go into his own face when you parry him. And yes, he is on the front foot and he gets hit. But he stays there. That's what's impressive about it. He's gonna get hit, but he's gonna roll most of it, gonna parry a lot of it, gonna ride with a lot of it, get a hand up. Lomachenko is equipped to do what he slip a lot of it. He's equipped to be what he is. He got much shorter arms, and he's still outperforming these guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like Bud should be better than where he is right now. Bud should be a better fighter. I'm not gonna make any excuses for it. He hasn't fought the best fighters in the world. He hasn't done it. He's not been in there with anybody that's ever been on the pound for pound list, and you can just say by a shadow of doubt he maybe should be there. Okay, you could say somebody say Gamboa was there, but by a shadow of a doubt, really should he really be there? Well, I mean, um, Salido, like that's it basically. That's it. And he was down, having tough times in that fight, getting points taken in that fight. He said, you don't like Crawford in the ring. Nah, I'm not impressed. I mean, he's one dimensional to me. Now he does it from two stances, right? He's long range from two stances. All right. You don't see him creating shots with his shoulder, opening anybody up on the inside. And you can say, well, he doesn't have to. Well, then I would ask you to explain, why is he getting hit in the face so much if he doesn't have to? And why are these opponents not the best in the world that are hitting him in his face? What happens when you give a great opponent confidence, when you give a Earl Spence confidence, you fucked up. You give a Keith Thurman confidence, the best to Keith, you have fucked up. They asked him about 54. So if you give the best to Tony Harrison, you give Tony Harrison day confidence, he's gonna take your title. Okay, Jamel? It is what it is. Terence is giving them too much confidence that he gets pushed back so easy. So easy. Take steps in. Khan took a 1-2-3 in, throw a 1-2-3 diving in. If Bud misses his initial right hook, I'm keep my head up in there. I'm gonna hit me. You're gonna hit me. I'm gonna hold you. We're gonna reset. It's gonna be, not much boxing skill there. To me, it's not much skill there. And for your team to admit that that Amir Khan has slowed down over the year. Bo Mack is in the corner, I believe, in the 4th round. They interview him. He said he ain't fast. He ain't fast. Fuck his speed. His speed ain't shit. He ain't fast like he used to be. He ain't lying. Amir Khan he's lost it. Amir Khan is a shell of it's hard to be a shell of what he used to be when he's what he's always been. And that is a chinny fighter that gets sped up. But he's still a shell of that speed. Funny Bob Arum best 2 fighters are ranked number 1 and 2 pound for pound marketing machine. Crazy. That's true. That's true. I mean, his best part of the fight is him calling out Al Heyman, who's about to put on a unification while Bob Arum don't have any unification to put on. You know what I mean? He's not in talks for no fucking unification. For Lomachenko, maybe. You know what I mean? He's gonna make the fights where he can get the rights on some African, just like he did with Ndango. Now, Come's better than Ndango for sure. But when he can get the rights to a fighter that ain't highly touted in the U.S., nobody's talking about him. Bob Arum would do that quick and get a fight for his people. But how many times you see Bob Arum sending anybody over to Showtime without a purse bid, without that guy being mandatory? It ain't too many times where he get his guys mandated to fight these so-called fights they want. He knows how it works. He knows Vosda got mandated to go fight Stevenson on Showtime by becoming a mandatory. So why wouldn't Crawford do the same thing to make the fight? You're full of shit, Bob. I'm not boycotting no damn Heyman fight. I'm not boycotting Danny Garcia, who just outperformed the shit out of Terence Crawford versus a better fighter. Granado's been giving Porter hell. Some Philly beat Broner. Khan has been struggling with Samuel Vargas, fighting culinary chefs and shit. Come on, man. I'm not gonna boycott that shit when Danny Garcia went in there, you know, knockdowns damn near every round and shit, huge punches every round. He wasn't in there looking for low blows. He wasn't in there getting punched in the face, jabbed in the face repeatedly, getting pushed on the back foot. No, he was handling his fucking business. He was in there with somebody he got some confidence when he felt better then, and he started going to war. And I'm telling y'all right now, Danny Garcia versus Terence Crawford is a fucking 50-50 fight. And Bud might get knocked out if he keep taking the shots he been taking. If everybody else can hit him, Danny Garcia, with that timing he has, with the awkwardness on the left hook, the right hand is beautiful now. The straight right hand from Danny Garcia was beautiful. It's beautiful. It's a thing of beauty. It might be his best punch now. He's also landing right hooks, overhand hooks. He's landing the left hook. He's going down to the body. I'm telling y'all right now, Terence Crawford, Danny Garcia may be an easier fight than him for Keith Thurman. Maybe an easier fight. Bud won't come get it like Keith Thurman will. And I wouldn't be surprised if Bud is on his ass in that fight, is hurt, wobbled in that fight, and showing y'all that he's just not that guy. Danny Garcia is the second-rate welterweight to the PBC. He's behind the Porter, the Spences, the Thurmans. He's behind them. Some people feel he's behind the Pacquiao right now. Just over the Broners. Just over the Granadoses. That's what some people felt. Some people said Granado's gonna beat him. That's how low they are on Danny. Well, he changed that, didn't he? Danny Garcia outperformed Terence Crawford head-to-head last night. He did. He outperformed him. Better performance. And head-to-head versus Amir Khan. Head-to-head. Knocked Amir Khan clean the fuck out. No need for no Virgil Hunter. Are your nuts hurt? Can you feel it in your navel? You know what I'm saying? Is your knee limping? None of that shit. He said Porter lost to Ugas. I thought he won. But I mean, Ugas ain't a bad fighter. I said Ugas versus Crawford the other day. People was like, what? No, I'm serious. I want Ugas to fight the exact same fight that he fought versus Porter. Don't go looking to pressure him and running in the shots. Make Crawford step in with one shot on the back, because he's going to go in the back foot. He's going to move, circle the ring, and he might stand his ground a little bit in the fight. When he's fighting boxers or a guy that ain't really pressuring him, you don't see much holding from Terence Crawford. You'll see, okay, this guy pushed me back with a 1-2-3, let me tie him up, but not as much when it's pressure on him. So I would like to see Ugas fight the same fight he fought against Porter. Respect the range, don't overcommit, and look for the counter on Crawford, because it's there. It's there more than it is with Porter. Porter gets lower. Porter can, he's stronger, tuck up in the high guard a little bit. He gets a lot lower. Quicker feet, too, in my opinion, when it comes to, being close in the pocket and shit like that. Quicker feet. Man, the water at Top Rank is shallower than Buzz Pond. One thing I can't take away, Top Rank putting in highlights of Khan punching Crawford when he pulls out with his hands down and his chin up. Yeah, man, that's true. Tim Bradley definitely called it out. It's good to see these networks, and I think it's coming full circle. I think Showtime has been pretty good with it. Their whole beef with HBO, they kind of won out by being realistic, where HBO is just like selling you Gennady Golovkin, the new Rocky, and Rocky never struggles in this fight, and we're never telling you that Rocky was on the bum bash. HBO tried to sell you Hagler Hearns when Golovkin fought a guy that had the belt in David Lemieux, and it's like, man, that's disrespectful as fuck. Okay, and I don't even like Marvin Hagler, but that shit disrespectful as fuck. Okay, but yeah, so Showtime picked the ball up and they start keeping it real on their fighters. They got Paulie telling Deontay Wilder, you lost that fucking fight. I can't even do my job. You got a lot of instances of just even the Mayweather fights, they was down the middle, calling shit how it needed to be called. People were crediting them for that, and that kind of helped them push HBO out the game. Like, HBO, we will not adjust. You will buy what we're telling you. And then it's like, we have Game of Thrones. Okay, I'll watch that tonight. Sure the fuck will. Can't wait. But won't be no boxing over there. When will Al Heyman put Garcia or Thurman in with Spence? It's 4 years now. Thurman's been injured. Thurman's been injured. That's not Al's fault. Danny Garcia, he just fought Sean Porter. He fought his peers first, and that's what I was telling everybody. Errol Spence gonna have to wait for the peers to fight. That's how it happened. Teofimo probably is not gonna get Lomachenko to Lomachenko and what's his name? co-main fight. The peers likely they normally fight first. They've been here longer. It's like seniority. It's like my nigga. Unless you in position, don't talk no shit. Won't be no shit. Earl Spence got in position with Kell Brook. He got the fight. He got in position for. Could Danny have made the fight? Yeah. If you want to call it a duck, you can. But I mean, it's something that's gonna happen until boxing just get a league or a structure. This shit gonna happen, and until that day, and even when they get a league, they probably gonna fuck us over. Selling so and so's injured, he can't fight, so we're gonna go ahead with this one, and it's gonna build their money. So the fuck, everything is creepy these days. Thurman's unified less than 4 years ago. Then the injury, Thurman, let him get back. That's all I can say. Let him get back, add some interest to the division. Hopefully, Sean Porter, Earl Spence. Hey, if you guys don't think we'll get a Crawford fight, or if Crawford ain't worthy to you, because to me, honestly, I don't want to see this guy fight Earl Spence. I think him and Thurman is the fight. I think both of them match each other a little better with their sloppiness, and but Thurman more proven, but Thurman's a little more over the hill because of the fights he's been in. But Khan's over the hill and shit. Bud didn't knock him out. You know what I'm saying? Bud couldn't finish him. Thurman, let's see. Kell Brook want Crawford now. I mean, I guess I watch it. I watch it. I would like to see him in training camp and see how hard he's going in training. Different stuff like I watch it. Oh, that's tough though. That's tough. That's tough. Coming down in weight, and Brook is probably what 32. Let's check it real quick. Look, it's 15 people watching live. I just went to the page. If you hadn't hit the thumbs up button, go ahead and do so now. We're giving good boxing talk. My opinion might not be the same as yours, but my opinion don't win or lose fights. You know what I'm saying? I'm right a lot of time. Kell Brook's 32 years old. He's 32. They saying boxing scene is not a private site anymore. It's like dangerous right now or something, giving me a privacy error. So boxing scene need to check their let's see. Let's go back to it, see what it says. Cause ain't no other website doing that. Let's check this out. It's Box Rec, excuse me. All right, now I didn't do it. Now go click Kell Brooks Boxers, right? Okay. I don't know what it is, but Box Rec was acting a little funny. Let's try it again. Can't type this morning. All right, here we go. Let's see if it okay. They good now. They good now. Brook better not come in weight drain. 32 years old, dropping down from 154. Complained about weight with Spence, even though he made it. But what I always say about Kell Brook, he makes weight by science. You know what I mean? We seen him in those camps, and we saw them crunching the numbers for him to make weight. And he came into the Spence fight, and it wasn't the weight that let him down. It was Spence's jab hitting his other eye and cracking his face. So, yeah, like maybe I'd watch the fight. I mean, could it be any worse than Khan? Kell Brook is a stronger puncher. He's probably seeing things with Terence Crawford like, damn, this dude goes straight back. He never been punched by a puncher like me. Even though he might be overinflating how he can punch at 147 right now, his body may feel too weak. This is just the shoes that Crawford is in right now. Look, man, you ain't hitting the thumbs up button, man. Y'all got to hit the thumbs up, man. Support the channel. Go ahead and run that thumbs up, bro. Go and do that now. Y'all go to everybody else's channel. Y'all thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. You come over here low place, you want to be a hater and shit. You want to be a hater. You know what I mean? That shit crazy, man. This shit is crazy. Don't nobody else give you the real. They sit out here and flip-flop from one day to the next. One thing to the next. These niggas flip-flopping. One thing to the next. They flip-flopping. Nah, yeah, get on with that hating shit, man. Said low place on the road calling fights. Kovalev over Alvarez, Harrison, Caleb Plant. Yeah, something like that. William Sebastian said, "What up, low place? What up with you, man? Hit that thumbs up while you're in here. Appreciate you coming." You know what I'm saying? He said, "I hope you're wrong about J-Rock Hurd, though. I think I am wrong about it, but because it's Jared Hurd. You know what I mean? It's tough for somebody to beat that dude. Like he might be 7-5 in their ass. He might be losing when he knocks him out, but at the end of the day, something just clicks, and these guys can't sustain. And maybe J-Rock can, maybe he can't, but they promoted that fight last night on the PBC card, and I'm telling you, I'm ready for that one. That's one of the best ones of the year. I thought Danny Garcia Granados was gonna be one of the best ones of the year. I did pick Danny by knockout, but it didn't live up to one of the best ones of the year though. And it was people saying that Granados' night is tonight. They was impressed with him with Sean Porter, Adrian Broner. Said, well, this is the night he comes over the hump. And he puts his name in there with guys like Thurman, Earl Spence, Sean Porter, Terence Crawford. Hell no. Danny Garcia was like, nah, I'm good on that. I ain't gone just yet. Danny, I didn't think he was punching through the target. Next thing you know, Danny Garcia had this dude on the canvas. It's crazy, right? The first knockdown, the highlight of the knockdown, they showed Danny Garcia. He looked lethargic when he threw it. His eyes was all twinched, barely just squinched up. He wasn't biting down on the mouthpiece, throwing it. He hit Granados. Granados falls. Danny has to wake up and like blink and shit. Like, whoa, did he really go down? He ain't put nobody down like that in a long time. I think Danny was losing confidence. And I think, slow starting, Danny's kind of slow started before too. And you could come out there, it's cool out there at the Stub Hub. Maybe that's just shocked him. Like, what the fuck? I got a knockdown? Danny ain't got a knockout since 2018 with Rios. You know what I mean? That's just a year ago, but at the same time, people told him Sean Porter's wobbly and this and that. You're going to get the knockout. He going to run into the shot. Granados never been stopped. A guy that really don't be touching the canvas like that. A guy that get hit in the face. Y'all seen Granados. He started taking the shot better as the fight went on. The shit was crazy. Just like Amir Khan with Crawford. He started taking the shot better. But I just wanted to get in here and touch on this shit just real quick. You know what I'm saying? I didn't plan on being here long. So yeah, Danny Garcia performer of the night. I do think Terence Crawford might have been a little bit on purpose with that shit, with the low blows. There was other ones in the fight. Either way, you got to control your punches. You're a professional athlete. You're not an amateur anymore. You've been doing this for a long time. You got to control where them punches are going and where you hit the ball. Should they do a rematch? If Crawford ain't got nothing else, put it on ESPN. Give them both, $2 million, I guess. If ESPN can afford it, do it again. Tell Khan we'll do it again, but we ain't got the money for you. Kell Brook, Crawford. I don't know if it's pay-per-view. Depending on what these numbers are, everything might be pay-per-view from here on out. So I would like the Kell Brook fight, even though there's some questions like, fuck it, let's find them out in the ring. Let's find them questions about Kell Brook out in the ring. I don't think Crawford's just good enough to go out there and blast them out and no shit like that. I said it a long time ago. I said, if you guys were so high on Terence Crawford but hating on Adonis Stevenson, do this. Send Kell Brook in there. Send Crawford up to 147. You know what I'm saying? Okay, like Adonis did. And tell him throw one punch in the fight on Kell Brook, who got knocked out like Chad Dawson did and all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, Kell Brook got 2 bad eyes. So, yeah. So I would like to see it just so I can tell you all to shut the fuck up. This dude underperformed versus Adonis Stevenson like I told you he always did. But so, yeah, make the Kell Brook fight. And he might get knocked out. Terence might get knocked the fuck out. Like, it just is what it is. He gets hit too much. Everybody who can punch now has a puncher's chance. You don't have to be the most. Amir Khan is the most accurate fighter. You don't have to set shit up the best to knock him out. You don't have to have anything perfect about your offense. Jeff Horn isn't offensively gifted. And this guy landed shots on Terence Crawford that bro, maybe if he's not weight drained, he's fucking Crawford up. But Jeff Horn missing weight, two fights in a row, it's just something I'm questioning. So maybe Kell Brook could be the same thing, but why not? I mean, hell, if we see the same Crawford show as always, and I have to come back and do these videos again and just it's another year of him aging and not fighting the top guys. He's 33 now, and you guys still aren't adhering to what the fuck I'm saying, and so be it. He'll get his ass whooped when he's 35. It is what it is. But I'm gonna get out of here, man. Let's get these fighters better. Teach him bring their hands home. You know what I mean? So he don't have to be a swag body puncher. So you don't get punched in the face, and you can get your hands back up and take it on the arms. You know, teach Tim Bradley, get him back in the camp. Teach him how to have a stronger high guard. Stop going straight back with his head up in the air like kid. So yeah. I'm gonna get out of here, man. Appreciate everybody to watch. Hit the thumbs up if you already hadn't. Subscribe to the channel if you already hadn't. Hit the bell icon, get notifications next time I go live. I greatly appreciate all the support. Ain't no place like low place. I'm out.